Previously on the Odyssey Campaign, the party encountered an individual named Henry inside a local watering hole in Porta Nova. Henry regaled them with a story detailing a tree of life that he had been researching and attempting to discover on his own. Ambushed by an assassin during their conversation, the group decides to provide support for Henry in return for a bit of sap from the tree of life, a key ingredient needed to resurrect Morgrim. They travel to a historic religious site and delve deep into the ruins below.
Welcome to the Odyssey Campaign, currently being dungeon mastered by me, Liam, previously playing Victus Golf, and then hopefully in the future playing Victus Golf. Starting from the left.
Hi, it's Sam. I play Havoc. He's a douche.
Hi, it's Morgan. I usually play the recently deceased Morgrim, but today I am playing Morgrim's killer, Whistler, Paladin.
I'm Chris. I'm playing Zulgoro.
I'm Josh. I'm playing Silver.
I'm Atlas, the one and only, being played by Joe, the other one and only.
I'm Zach, and I'm playing Griff.
I'm Colby. I'm playing Dr. Hippocampus.
And Duffy playing Volley.
And you also see, piled in front of the door, which you didn't get a good vision of, are a bunch of dead bodies, covered in swords.
Covered in swords?
The swords are lying on top of them, and they appear to be pierced.
Are these bodies fresh?
Yeah.
Are they headless?
No.
So they're like stabbed?
Yeah.
I'd like to go investigate.
Are they
the
wearing
bodies.
armor?
They are all wearing armor.
There's no one not wearing armor. I kind of want to take my armor off.
So it's all metal armor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd like to go
as you
investigate the bodies.
So when you look at the bodies, you see that they were specifically stabbed in places that were not covered with armor, as if whatever stabbed them had the time to pick where it took the shot.
Not where they have armor.
No. As if, well, because they, clearly where they were stabbed in places that would be most lethal.
I'd like to sort of frisk them a little bit to see who they are.
While you
Just
do
looking for
this,
some ID, buddy.
while you do this, you see that the light is spreading farther and farther into the room, and so now it's almost completely enveloped the room, and the room is quite visible.
Are the gears turning?
The gear on top of the door is slowly starting to turn.
I cast Iron Skin.
Is the hair on
that
the
make
arm
you
starting
magnetic
to
to
stand
yourself?
on end?
No, not really. As you inspect the bodies,
Just start flying.
you find a notebook on one of the smaller looking bodies
Fantastic.
that isn't wearing very intense armor and only has like a dagger lying around next to it. Quickly reading through it, it's written in common. And it seems to be the notebook of a translator, talking about different translations that he's done throughout the temple. The final note that he says, I found it, I'm going to get the boys, and we're going to get rich.
Oh, man.
Doesn't say what it is.
No.
Is there a name on the book?
It is Jason.
Statham?
Jason.
Statham?
Jason.
Statham.
Jason the translator.
Okay. Statham.
Translating Jason.
Jason Statham, the transporter.
No. Translator. Jason Hatham.
The transporter. Got it.
Translator.
Oh, man.
Then they're in front of the door?
And they're all lying next to the door.
Next to the door.
As you start to notice, the obsidian electricity begins to spread towards the center of the room, on the floor. And as it begins to touch the bodies seated at the table, they begin to start to crackle and move.
I knew it.
And stand up from their position.
I would
I run
suggest
to the other side of the
stand
room.
behind me.
And they all grab weapons and begin walking towards you.
I
Everybody
cast-
roll initiative.
Whips out.
Good thing I'm up here.
That's a 20. That's a 2.
So, everybody, say your initiatives.
7.
11.
All right, hold on.
Everyone at the same
Let's walk through this slower.
1, 2, 3.
Havoc.
7.
7. Whistler.
11.
11.
23 with a nat 20.
Okay, 23. And
2.
2.
6.
Atlas. 6.
Griff. Nope, 7.
7 for Atlas. Griff.
14.
14. Hippo. Campus. 15. And Volley.
19.
19.
That's the same as the
All right, Zool, you go first.
Okay, so I am going to cast Protection of Energy of Electricity on Havoc.
All right.
Havoc gets 96 points before he actually takes any points due to electricity. Then I'm going to use 2 Fervors as a swift action and cast Prayer on myself, which is a 40-foot burst. So all friendlies will get a +1 on their attack rolls and their weapon damage rolls, saves, and stuff like that. And all foes get a -1 to that.
Sure.
And so as my movement action, I run out the door and 10 feet away from the door.
I love it. You start off so strong. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to run them.
And then if I have enough time, I'm going to prepare my bow. And if any enemies come right here, I'm going to shoot them.
No, you can't prepare an action after.
Okay. Well, then after all that, I'll just stay right there.
Decisive.
Oh, wait. If it's that wide. No, I'll just stay right there. I'll let everybody else follow.
Okay, so now after you finish the first guy, this one. Oh, we should put some D4s on these guys.
Run away! I only have 30 hit points.
Clockwork Soldier number 1. Spoilers. Moves up to attack Whistler.
All right.
Well, that's an attack of opportunity for me with my whip.
Now whip it.
Whip it good.
It's going to be a lot of me whipping. Right, here goes. I am not raging. That's important for me to know. That is 23.
23 hits.
Cool.
If this is just weapon damage, you get +1.
8, 9 physical, magical, and 2 cold, if that makes a difference.
Okay.
Does it?
Nope.
Okay, then I'll just add them together in the future. And that's 1 attack of opportunity for me, down.
Alright, it approaches Whistler and raises up with its iron. No, it's actually not iron. It's a winged spear with an obsidian blade. Comes in and strikes down at you.
Try and hit me for the first time. I'm not squishy.
What if Whistler dies?
Just immediately.
Griff, watch your tongue.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
I'll try to win a fireball.
I want to see it. I'll do it.
I'll kill you all! It just so happens that paladins have poor reflex saves.
Okay.
They do.
Does a 28 hit you?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It hits you.
Christ!
Oh, that is the wrong figure. Okay. I was looking at
Something else.
8d10, and it was like, that's not right.
Whistler's dead.
117 damage.
We're boned.
The only one who got it right was the elf who ran away.
That is 12 damage.
I'm glad I kind of ran away.
It's okay. She's not the bird lady anymore. She should have more HP this time around.
Kinda.
Kind of.
Don't forget you've got lay on hands.
Alright. Next turn is Volley.
Didn't someone roll a 23, I thought?
That was me.
Yeah,
I
that
went
was
first.
Oh, yeah, you. Okay, fireball.
Okay.
And I should be able to get everybody. Put it right here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Atlas
I'm more than 30
He's
feet.
more than 30.
more than 30 feet up. He specifically said that.
He thought about this ahead of time. Reflex saves?
Yeah.
Basically, we have artillery at this point.
Yeah. Alright, not as many. No 6s this time around. Alright.
There we are. Alright. Okay, what is your DC?
DC save is...
Oh, I
no,
did
it's a
roll a D12.
it's a reflex...
We'll keep with that number.
Reflex save of 16.
It's gonna be really hard to pass these saves if you do 12.
And don't forget, all I have to
reflex
it gets
save,
-1 to the
Minus
saves.
1? Okay.
Yep.
What is your DC?
It's a third level.
16.
16? Okay. So, pass, fail.
The D12 passed.
No, the D12 failed.
So half passed, half...
Yeah.
Half passed. What?
So the ones that pass only take 14 damage. The ones that fail take 28 damage.
Okay.
And then for the rest of my turn, I will use my... Oh my goodness, come on.
So what was it? Half 14?
Half was 14. The rest was 28 for anybody else. I will use my arcane pool to put dancing on my scimitar.
It is now the Clock Servant 1.
1, 2, 3. That's an attack of opportunity for me.
Okay.
I will roll it all together. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
Oh, that was a really bad roll.
It was a really bad roll, but rolling a 2 and getting a 16 is not bad.
So he pulls out this little fancy doodad out of his face. It's like a little grabber thing. Oh! It's a little grabber thing. And it like spurts out like a green goo onto the friendly robot in front of it.
Huh.
Green goo.
Mm-hmm. And you notice that when the green goo touches all of the damaged parts of the robot,
Oh no, it heals it.
it heals it for 10 damage. You don't know about that 10 damage part. It appears as if its cracks fill in, and so this one seems like it's been repaired by that green goo. Green goo was spurt.
Would a 17
They
net
healed
hit?
from the green goo.
Would a 17 net hit it? Because that would
Where
have
was the
plus 1
spurt
for him.
from?
No.
Okay.
Where was it spurt from?
It was spurt from this guy. This guy spurt on this guy?
I just, if they go that way, okay.
You know how things happen.
Yep.
Spur onto another thing and heals.
Alright, and now it is this guy's turn, number 2. He takes a step up, attack of opportunity,
Yep.
and then moves towards you.
That's a natural 1.
Okay, so you don't hit.
And my whip now dangles from my arm and I grab it.
And he does an attack against you.
Alright. You being Havoc. Remember
Havoc
that.
gets attacked
Oh,
by
no.
this clockwork thingy.
And I'm not raging, so I
They're
can't.
all emanating this clicking noise. Does a 28 hit you?
A 28 does hit me.
Okay. That was 16 damage.
Okay.
And you're doing magical attacks on yours, right?
Yeah, my whip's magical.
Okay.
The weapon you attacked him with, is that magical or
No, the one that he attacks is not magical.
is that okay? So it gets -1 to its attack.
Yeah.
Like its damage.
Oh, it's damage? Okay.
Yep.
So then that was a 7.
It's purely just weapon
Sorry.
damage.
Sorry, a 15.
15.
Yeah.
Minus 4 is 11. Okay. We're doing this.
Yeah,
I'll have to keep that.
and then you shut off with 96. So goes
And
from
But
then
it's not electricity damage.
Oh yeah, I am sorry.
the one, and then this guy right here. This guy right here turns. Oh, no, not that guy. That guy turns towards one of its friends and goos it.
We gotta stop them doing each other.
They're gooing each other back there.
And it.
Seems that only the square ones goo for now.
Atlas, you seeing this? Seeing them goo each other?
It's pretty gross looking around here.
Atlas, you go back.
Yeah, Atlas, you gotta show them how to goo.
I'll goo him for sure.
All right, and now Dr. Hippocampus, it's your turn.
All right, if I go
Sorry.
does that provoke?
It provokes 2 attacks of opportunity from both of these guys.
If you stand right between those 2 green circles, who are those 2?
In fact, they're armed with
Havoc,
Havoc, so they have
There,
10-foot
you can still fight those
aim.
2.
They have 10-foot reach, so they can actually hit you here, and so you'd be getting attacks of opportunity as you approach.
Never mind, I lied.
They only get 1 attack.
They have reach.
They have reach.
That's a problem, guys. We can't move unless we get smacked.
Well, they do some
Wait,
acrobatics.
I'm sorry.
Unless you tumble, doctor.
They do not have reach on the halberds.
They don't.
No, they don't. For some reason, they don't.
So you could go between, is that Havoc and Whistler? Yeah, and you'll be fine right there. You can still fight those two.
I will cast, or I will pull out the greatsword.
Okay.
Using my standard action, I will call upon the god of Psyche, and the weapon will begin glowing, and will gain the speed property.
Ooh.
Oh wait, hold on. Can you put the speed ability on that?
Yes.
How much is speed? Isn't it a +4 as well?
It's +2.
Is it? That's low. Okay.
Cool. You got a speedy greatsword.
That's terrifying.
A speedy greatsword.
Speedy keen.
Oh, geez. Would I inherently know if these are evil robots?
These robots are.
Or you could spend a move action to detect them.
Yeah, you could. But you know that these are mindless automatons.
Okay. Then I will scoop my way up.
Okay. And that's your turn?
That's it.
Cool. Now it is number 3. Number 3 goes bop, attack of opportunity.
No, because I can't
You only
grab my whip until... I would like to point out that the dropping your weapon on a natural 1 only hurts martials characters who are already at a disadvantage because they're not casters.
Don't worry. We already know that this is completely broken towards casters. Mr. drops fireball, and now everybody's on fire. And it makes an attack against Silver.
Bring it.
It will.
Silver's armor class. Is this the first time he'll get hit?
Does a 32 hit?
Oh, 33, baby.
What? Oh,
No way.
So close.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
23
Right.
plus 4 from magic plus 6 from iron skin.
18
I
plus
told you
14.
he's the tank, not me.
No, you're the tank.
You're still a tank.
We are the front line collectively.
It ends up we have multiple people. Yeah, so it misses. It brings its halberd down real hard on top of your armor. It goes ping! In fact, it now makes a strength save.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the magnetized thing.
No, it doesn't, because it's an obsidian
Oh, you're right.
sphere.
It's got me.
Yeah. Alright, so now
That was close.
it is a Griff. Griff, your turn.
Is the door open?
The large door is not open. It's making grinding noises, and it's slightly moving up, but it has not opened.
Okay.
Glad someone shot lightning.
It was the hardest part of this room was me trying to figure out how to get you guys to do that.
It took 2 seconds for him to figure that out. He's just he looked at me and he's like,
Sitting there in my room being like, how the fuck am I going to get them to shoot lightning at some
it
range?
literally took 2 seconds.
Yeah, just immediately.
He immediately walked in and he looked at me and he goes,
Zach's played enough video games to see the light that's shining on the single object.
Well, that was the first thing Atlas did when he went into the other temple, was throw a lightning bolt, remember?
no. Yeah, that is true,
In
actually.
the time temple.
Yeah.
Oh,
I walked in and threw a lightning bolt.
We seem to have a problem walking into church.
Remember when I walked into the room where the god was there and it's like, welcome! Knife!
we don't take kindly to strangers around here. Shock arrow is probably not going to do much against stone. So
I was really hoping these guys would have
They're not stone, they're wood and
Ceramic.
ceramic.
So, 2 non-conductors, insulators.
right. So electricity's not going to do.
I know, but I'm just letting you know.
But fire might. Wait, what is their weapons?
The ones that appear to be more built up military-wise are armed with obsidian and wood halberds, and the other ones don't really have weapons. They just kind of have claws and little drill bits.
No, it's molten glass. Another insulator.
Yeah. kind of questions how the electricity ran through this place in the first place.
I said it was obsidian.
It's magic obsidian.
Yeah. They weren't actually obsidian.
There's so many like myths and legends about obsidian that it can essentially just do anything.
Yeah.
It's the strongest armor despite being glass. It's unbreakable.
It's unbreakable, except when it shatters into a million pieces into your skin because you try to cut it, you have to cigarette through it. Yeah.
It tends not to shatter in your
Small book
skin.
up at a table going like
Best
this,
surgical
and then I couldn't
magic.
get the composition.
So
It shatters!
Jesus,
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna try.
Yep.
Where am I?
Shatters on your bones, though.
Rattle.
Who's in front of me? Is that Havoc?
No, it's Whistler and
Morgrim
Hippocampus.
Hey!
would be her name, but instead
It's Whiskers. It's Whiskers.
And it's a he now.
And I should wear a fake beard every session now.
Really
Easy to
role-playing.
remember.
Does he have a... He's a paladin. Paladins don't really have beards.
I actually have a shaving
Depends
kit.
on the kind of paladin.
spell.
These
I
two
know, Joe.
These
I'm
two
the-
paladins have been anything but paladins.
You can cast it and then walk up and touch it.
I know. I'm probably gonna do that. So I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse, and then I'm gonna take a 5-foot step next to Whiskers, and then I'm going to cast it on that guy.
I turn to you and yell, Whistler.
Right. Whiskers. That's what I said.
Whistler.
What type of effect is curse?
It's whatever I fucking want it to be.
That's the point.
It is actually like, it's like, hey, here's some things you can do, or you can make it up.
Alright, so what do you want to do to it?
Well, its school is necromancy.
Necromancy?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
It doesn't have another school.
No.
It's
It's a curse.
You could touch me with the curse and curse me to never die.
Skeleton man. Skeleton man.
Actually, Griff is next to me. It'd be easier to curse me in a positive way.
I don't think I can do that.
people start cursing.
You can't make me stronger or...
My curse is
I curse you with a big dick. Whoa! How could you?
I'm a man of the cloud. Thank you.
I don't attempt to save because there's no
Just a
way I can
single
beat that
claw.
DC.
I curse you with ever happiness. No! Oh no! You could never be that.
Yeah. Griff isn't really good with constructs.
just shoot lightning at it.
I'll fucking shoot lightning at it.
Why don't you just hit it with your mace?
Move back. Cause... Fine, I'll do that.
You can shoot lightning at it. Look, man.
Don't let other
Just
people tell you what
realize
to
that,
do.
yes, you're right. It is, in fact, a construct. But
I've got this enemy that I want to curse with sex. Lots of awesome sex with
What do you
really
add
hot
to it?
chicks. I don't see how that's really a curse.
what?
It's totally a curse. Well, who's this fool? Myself.
And then your strength.
Strength
What's
modifier.
the plus 6? Oh, that's offhand, right?
Plus 6 plus 2 is
Full attack.
it's a full attack.
That's a full attack.
And you can do that right now.
So you can swing at it
You took a
twice.
5-foot step.
This is your first time swinging your weapon.
I curse.
No, he just beheaded that one dude in the bar.
Well, you technically didn't roll. Sort of execution.
Well, it was kind of easy. I just held
And
it
then the
for him.
weapon's masterwork. Or is it magic?
Accomplished.
It's magic.
It's magic.
Plus 1.
Okay, then you add that to
So 16
plus 6.
is
I like
22.
that, you know, asking questions.
Plus 23. And 14.
There you go.
25.
What?
25.
25 hits.
And now roll again.
Is it 2 attacks?
You get 2
25
attacks.
hits. I don't need to roll.
Yeah, he took a 5-foot step. Is that a 20?
It's an 18.
23.
23 hits.
Yeah, that's it.
Now roll it.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Does he roll the plus 1 also for damage?
If it's only a weapon, yes.
5
So no magical.
and 1.
And then you add your strength modifier.
To both of them?
Yep.
And the plus 2 from him.
If you're,
He's just using
magic
mace.
weapon.
it's a magic weapon.
Well, still weapon
Yes.
damage.
You
Still weapon
Yeah.
damage.
Okay. So you add
plus
2.
one.
Does your spell... Is it on everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
It just has to be using a weapon. It can't just be like, add 1 to my fireball.
14.
Okay.
Just
Is that
read
both
that.
attacks? Okay. So 14.
Attack rolls, weapon damage rolls.
This one? Per?
Yep. This
Puts that dents in that metal.
And then all foes get the -1 to all those. So it's actually pretty useful.
It is.
Yeah. People keep forgetting about it, but
It's kind of formed a line here.
I know, and I'm back here. Whistler, you guys all block me out.
Alright. I am going to roll
Stand tall, Whiskers.
and trying to slash this one in front of me, number
Number one.
with my longsword.
Number one.
Number 9.
Woo!
Make it so.
Roll to confirm.
Ah!
That's cocked.
Yeah, re-roll that.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
What is that in total?
Like combining
That's a
the-
natural.
If you were to roll that as like a normal attack, what would that be?
That was your first attack.
Yeah, so it's 12.
Plus, so 15. So it's just a regular hit, not a confirmed crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 4, so that would be
16.
No,
No,
it's
it's
less.
7.
Plus 7.
7. Yeah, so that doesn't hit either.
Okay.
So you get one good hit in.
One
Yeah.
good hit. Okay. Awesome.
It's because it was a 20, it was a guaranteed hit.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
What type of weapon are you using?
I'm using my longsword.
Is your longsword magical or is it normal?
It's a +1. Does that mean
That's
it's normal?
magical.
It's magical. Okay.
You can't have +1 normal.
So how much damage is that?
What if it's masterwork? Isn't that a +1?
But it doesn't do
11.
damage.
11.
You're right.
Alright.
Oh, and a +1 for Chris's damage. I apologize. I was just
when I
writing that
Right when I
down.
roll damage?
Ah, sorry. I was writing it down.
Alright. Now it is Atlas's turn.
How close am I to the ceiling?
You are maybe, it's a pretty high ceiling, so you're maybe 60 feet up.
Don't do it.
I'm 60 feet up.
You're 60 feet away, sorry.
So would you say that the ceiling's like 120 or so feet up in the air?
I would say the ceiling is 30 plus 60 feet.
90.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to call in Heratrix. It doesn't cost an action. It's just a familiar something. Then I'm going to use Heratrix to deliver a touch attack. And Heratrix has a flight speed of like 120 because it's a dragon. So it can fly to the ceiling and deliver my touch attack.
Okay.
And by touch attack, I mean stone shape.
It is a metal ceiling. Like I said, the entire room is made out of metal.
Even the ceiling.
Well, that was a
Those
waste.
crazy people.
Well, that was a waste.
Okay. All right.
Whoops.
Where I am, isn't that stone around me? And
You are in a dirt area.
oh, so there's
It's too late. You messed up.
no stone.
As in, they dug all the way over to this metal box, and they were like, there's a door in this metal box. What the shit? Let's open it.
Okay.
Okay. Atlas is going to spend the full round action preparing Fireball.
Okay. Fireball.
Smart.
Alright.
Who's that?
No, that was...
No,
No, that's the song Fireball. It's bad.
Fireball.
This guy right here, he notices you, Atlas. He sees you floating up above. And he turns and faces like awkwardly with his body. And then you see out from his little module on top of him, a net flies out towards you.
This is cyberpunk as hell. Maybe clockwork punk? I don't know.
Gets steampunk from him.
Wait, who's wearing the other side of the belt?
Oh no,
No, I know, other one.
Me.
Other.
He is.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Don't
don't
switch.
want to fall.
He's in the air.
Yeah, he's got slow fall. I don't.
Okay. Does a 18 hit?
My armor class?
Yes.
Oh, you've got some buffs.
Oh, it's a touch attack
This is a touch attack?
because it's a net. It's not trying to break through your armor.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you are now entangled.
Did you do an
in the air.
-1 to that?
Well, wait.
How does that work?
Oh, you're right. It's
Well, that's what I mean. Is there technically a
It's a
floor
17.
below it blocking it? For levitate?
It's a 17 out of 18.
No.
There's nothing there. Really.
No,
He's
it's just
levitating.
floating.
It's magic.
Well, he doesn't technically fall though. He's still standing on the
It gets
levitate.
you floating. It gets you? Okay.
You don't-
So it wraps around you, but it doesn't make you fall. It's just sort of wrapped around you.
He's just stuck
But
up there.
your hands have some movement. You just can't, like, walk. Like,
I can't walk anyway. I'm levitating.
you know.
It's his only ranged attack. Give it to him.
And then, yeah, that's basically the only ranged thing they have. This guy, goos on that guy.
It's
He goos on him.
Not in public.
Heals him for 1.
Stop healing.
This guy goos on that guy. It's a mutual goo.
How nice.
Do all of these guys goo?
So far, I've only observed the square ones to go. Watch the game, Fuzzball.
I saw all the square ones goo, but it was kind of something that I would ask because that doesn't mean that the triangle ones have a chance to.
This guy goos on that guy.
Yeah,
It's a goo party.
I want to get past these triangles and kill these square ones.
Ooh.
Oh no!
He
Stop
gooed a
it.
lot.
I did good damage. Don't do it. Don't undo it.
Alright. Now it is back to the top of the initiative. As...
I feel like.
Oh, right. Sorry. I see you. You're at the bottom.
I also feel like I didn't get a turn.
You didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, he didn't.
No, I had a lot of attacks of opportunity.
He hasn't done a single thing.
Havoc
Right.
All right,
Because I'm not raging yet.
Yeah, I'll have you go.
Alright, I rage.
Is that your time turn?
No, I can do other things while I rage.
Alright, just make
It's like a free action, I think.
Yep.
Or maybe a swift, something like that. I get plus 16 hit points.
Fuck him up.
There we go. My spikes come out.
Yep.
My claws are not magical.
Mhm.
So I
Get a magic axe.
I got
Yeah, all
a
that
magic
happened
axe.
is people got gooed.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the axe and make a single attack because I can't do a full attack after I pull it out. This is my move action. So let's hit number 2 right in front of me.
Number 2. Okay.
Really, really hard.
Kind of like it trades wood.
Yeah. 16, 17 plus 4, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21 hits.
Cool. That's a D12, my favorite die. 8 plus 6 is 14.
Do you get plus
Magic.
1 for Mzul?
Oh, 15.
15.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Alright. So as your axe comes down and hits it, it like chops off chunks of wood and porcelain which go everywhere.
That is also part of the question. If it's part wood and that axe is made to just
It
completely...
only chops down trees. It has to be a specific tree.
Silver, your
Okay.
turn.
Alright, I'm going to cast... I'm going to back up 5 feet. Because I want to get attack of opportunity by
Okay.
these two fools. I'm going to slam my my mark into the ground, and it's going to glow 4 squares from where I slam it in.
Oh.
I'm casting Path of Glory. Greater. So
You haven't seen any of this because you've been out of combat.
yeah, so 1, 2... I mean, I don't know if I need to do this, but it spreads every turn, so...
Okay.
Spreads.
It's a disease.
Ooh.
So if you end your turn on one of the squares, you heal 5 HP. So if somebody can help me out, put one
Only friendly, so?
yeah, put one under me, under Havoc. So it's going to move diagonally to Havoc, and it's going to go across the line. So then it's going to go to Doc, and then it's going to go to Whistler.
And it's under the specific spaces, not other people?
Only and then under specific spaces.
Okay.
So if you move off of that,
No, I will stay on that spot. Thank
but
you.
as long as you end your turn on there, you get 5 HP.
Nice.
Man, I like having kobolds.
So now, the turn, now that the cycle completes, we're back to the
Now,
top of
do
the
I
initiative.
automatically get some as soon as you cast it, or do I have to wait a whole
You have to
turn?
wait until the end of your turn.
So after those 6 seconds, because that was 6 seconds,
So much stuff.
you guys notice something.
No?
And then you really notice something. The first thing you notice is that the door starts moving up quicker.
Okay.
It's really starting to increase in speed going upwards. And you start to hear like a coming from the object on the far side of the room. As its large pillar-like thing seems to be going up and down much quicker and quicker. You also notice something, and it's especially noticeable to Silver, and that is that you all need to make, well, not all,
We're gonna
you
get,
all need to make strength checks.
I'm good at those.
Specifically, Dr. Hippocampus needs to make it for his 2 strength checks, one for his armor, one for his current sword that he's holding in his hand. Havoc needs to make a strength check for the axe in his hand and the armor that he's wearing.
2 strength checks?
2 strength checks. 1 to hold on to the weapon, 1 to not get sucked into the door.
Alright, is this lifting, pulling, pushing, breaking out, or sliding?
Yeah, this is important.
oh gosh, I didn't write those down.
Repeat that?
Don't worry about that. That's a rage power.
Oh,
Repeat those sets.
Is this anything to do with lifting, pulling, pushing, breaking, or sliding?
We're going to put it with pulling for holding yourself to get onto the ground.
Okay, I get a +8 to this.
Cool.
and it's
we've
just
also
your
got
strength modifier?
Whistler.
Yeah, sure.
You need to make a check with both your weapon and armor. Zool, you make no check. Silver, you make a check with your armor. And if you have your dagger out, you make it with that.
It's not.
Yeah. Silver, you gotta make both.
Do you identify one to one?
No, but I
Griff, you
figured
make
this
2
would be
checks
the
for your weapon and for your armor. And Volley, you make a check for your... What sword do you have out?
None. I'm not holding any anymore.
Cool.
Just armor.
You're gonna have to make a dex check for
Why
your
dex?
swords, because they're gonna fly out and you gotta stop them.
Is it because it's studded leather?
Yeah.
Technically, the sword's flying right now on its own.
So it'll just go then.
Oh yeah, that's just gonna go.
No, but it controls itself. It doesn't actually just fly away. It's going to go towards where I want
So
it
it's
to.
going to make resistive. So I'm going to home roll this and make you make a spellcraft check to see if your magical abilities are enough to hold it in place against the power.
Spellcraft or Arcana check?
Let's
this
do
is
Arcana.
I'm in trouble.
Arcana is just knowledge.
And then you make
Nat 20.
Cool, you're good. And
Sword's
then
not
you make
going anywhere.
a strength check for your armor. Banded man. All right, Havoc.
Oh, 19.
My first was a 27
So
for my
designate
axe,
for your axe.
and my second was a 16 for my armor.
Okay. Let's check my checks.
Makes sense. There's a lot more metal in my armor.
Don't forget,
than my
we get a +1 for saves.
Yep, you get
Yeah.
one for save.
Everybody gets a
For
plus
Azul.
one.
Wait, is this just a strength save, not a fortitude save or anything? Right?
No, but I'm going to consider it a
With your
save.
bonus.
Okay,
I rolled a
cool.
6 and
So
a 5.
those are each one higher.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. We're in trouble.
17 instead.
I
of
got an
16.
idea. I got an idea.
Okay. So you save your weapon.
Yes.
You do not save your armor.
So I go sliding where?
You go sliding towards the door.
How many squares?
You go to the door. You are now attached to the door. Make a dex
Wait,
save.
that's not the door.
That's the door.
That door.
Oh. Isn't that what we were trying to get into?
Uh-huh.
What the hell was the point of this?
And so now make a dex save to see if you land on your back or your front.
The reflex?
That's good enough.
Okay.
What do you want to land on?
You want to land on your back, so that way you're facing towards the center of the room.
Morgrim.
Shit.
I'm gonna be sliding. I got a 7 total.
Okay.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
And your weapon flies out of your hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I
And you
have
slam
a
into hippocampus.
10, 11, 12,
And you-
13 for my weapon. Is that enough?
No.
Okay.
So
Alright, so I hit Dr. Hippocampus?
We'll figure that out. Give us
Okay.
a sec. Zool, you don't make a check.
Wait, I have to roll dexterity.
Yes, make a dex save. Silver,
I have a
Oh,
6
much
and a
better.
you
5.
failed.
18.
Actually, you hold on to your weapon. Sorry.
Oh, fabulous.
It's only if you fail one, but don't succeed and do succeed on the armor. Atlas, you're fine. Griff,
20 and 20.
you're fine.
Oh wait, I can use a reroll, can't I? Yeah.
Everybody could have rerolled.
Everybody could have rerolled. Oh!
Oh, no!
All right, is that a fail for your armor?
That's a super fail.
The super fail.
Well, I got an 8 on the armor, and I originally had a 13, but now I have a 4.
All right, so now you're sucked towards the door as well.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Volley, you make a save for your armor.
I already did. I made a 37 for the sword, and I made a strength would have been a 25.
You save. All right. Oh, Josh's.
Who's?
Everybody who was on the path of glory got sucked out of it.
no.
Well, it's still there.
Doctor? Not doctor.
All right, everybody who's sucked on the wall who hasn't already, make a dex save to try to end up with their back against the wall.
Dex save or reflex?
Oh, nice.
Reflex.
15.
Sorry.
Oh, it's good.
15? You're good.
22.
You're good.
That's a reflex save. You had 4.
Not dex.
Yeah, it's a
It's
reflex.
No, he said
Oh, he
reflex.
says reflex?
Yes.
Then
Okay.
20.
You did good.
And now we start from Zool.
All right.
This is bad.
Okay.
Do you have a demagnetized one?
No,
I don't know
no.
what to do.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of. No, that's not an energy. It's just magnetized.
You notice as all of this is happening that the object behind you guys the pillar in the center of it keeps going up and down.
So if we can make that stop from going up and down.
Who knows?
Use the glue.
Use the glue.
The answer's right with us.
How would I do this?
Damn, should have got the locked comment.
You're in the hallway too.
I know, but I can see you guys.
You've got a bow and arrow.
I know.
It's like an
I'm thinking
episode
about
of an
shooting
anime.
a bow at one of you guys with the rope attached to it and then pull you out, but that's not going to help at all because once I pull you out, you still have to. Every round, you're going to have to do the dex save, aren't you?
The presumption
could you
is
shoot
that if you succeeded on the first strike check, that is you keeping yourself in place the whole time, unless you start getting closer because magnets are more powerful.
So if I
But-
free one of them,
If you free one of them, they have to make another strength check.
and if they win, they're good.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to attach my hemp rope to one of my seeking arrows,
Okay.
and I'm going to fire that at.
Oh god.
Let's see, I can see all the way across, so I can get Havoc.
Are
Don't
you shooting
actually
him with an
aim.
arrow?
Don't aim for Havoc.
You can take it. He's raging.
Yeah, he's ready.
Alright.
He can take it. Plus, it's a seeking arrow. I'm pretty sure it's so accurate. I might be able to just hit him in the armor and just embed it in the armor, right?
Yeah, it's intended to essentially give you a physical cast of magic missile.
Basically.
Okay. So you hit the seeking arrow.
It's just an automatic
The
hit.
seeking arrow hits.
Okay. You hit him.
All right.
Roll your damage.
So
I think it's just a D4.
Were you the
Way to waste a seeking arrow on shooting me.
I know, you could have just aimed, because he's right across.
And he
you.
doesn't
What
need to
a shot.
resist. Also,
yeah, but if I miss, we have to go through everybody else to get back.
You have 2 attacks.
Alright, just do what you're gonna do.
do what you're gonna do.
We need to talk.
Oh, okay.
It's alright, it's too late. He
No,
did
you're
it.
fine. Keep going.
Wow, okay, so
Yeah.
this is a
No regrets.
D10 plus 4.
I mean, I'm not doing well either. I'm learning this character.
Havoc dies, he
That's
dies.
a D8.
I don't think I'm gonna die from a single arrow.
He like misses and hits your jugular.
It's
You stuck to the wall dead. Oh god!
that one's just not.
right to my brain.
Not like that,
Nine
please.
damage.
9 damage? Okay.
Alright.
Is that magic damage?
Doesn't
No,
matter.
it's just
gonna be four
regular
less.
physical.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna try to pull him off.
Okay, make a strength check.
Ooh, now this is the tough part. But however, the rope is going all the way through, so someone else like
Is there any way I can
Griff could
assist?
do this too.
You can try to like pull. He's the anchor though, so you could pull on your part of the rope as
Yeah,
well.
we can assist. I mean, all I have to do is just stay in place. I'm not the one magnetized.
Make your roll.
Oh no,
7.
nope. That's 8 total.
That's not enough.
Nope. But does this provide Griff with attack of opportunity to pull that rope too because it's going right across him?
That's not exactly an
Attack of
attack of opportunity, but Griff. I'll let Griff on his turn. He can try to pull the rope as well.
Okay.
And that will add together with your strength point.
Okay. That's about
Okay. Now it is this guy's turn. He turns towards Griff and steps forward with his. Well, he doesn't actually take a step forward, but he swings down with his halberd. Does a 32 hit?
yeah.
Jesus Christ! Just checking. Alright, that does 8 damage.
Oh.
They're skilled, but it is obsidian. Next, it is Volley's turn.
So wait, the magnetized. Do I have to worry about that next turn?
No, because presumptively, as long as you're not stepping closer, because the magnet is more strong the closer you get.
So I don't have to worry about that for the next turn.
Yeah.
So at the end of
That's
the
my
initiative,
help.
it
That's my
doesn't
temporary
really
help.
happen.
Atlas,
At the end of on the new round, what?
And so you guys who are attached.
I need your
to
brain. How do I stop
support
this
the wall.
magnet?
I need your brain.
I don't think I have anything in my arsenal to take that out.
Have you ever heard of electromagnets?
Yeah.
Okay, well if you move some metal through a coil and electricity, you get magnetism. It's kind of really simple like that. We need to stop that thing from moving metal. Maybe.
I don't have anything to stop that from moving metal.
The glare Atlas! What about Shatter?
I don't think shatter works like that. It has to be pretty.
Shatters. Fragile things.
Yeah. The only thing fragile would maybe be obsidian.
Try fireball on it.
What about break all their weapons?
Actually, I didn't think about that. Could shatter actually shatter their weapons?
I don't know. It is a type of glass.
Ceramic?
Yeah.
They're made. Yeah, that's right. They're made out of ceramic and wood.
That's right. So you could
Well,
shatter this.
I don't think it affects magical constructs.
Oh, that's true.
But the weapons aren't magical.
Are they?
No, because I asked you, and you said the weapons aren't magical.
Yeah, he blew it already. Then. He blew the information.
Ceramic is actually listed as one of the things shatters destroy.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. Crystal, glass, ceramic, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna snap my fingers right here, and I should be able to get all of them within 25 plus 5 feet per 2 levels. Yeah, I get them all.
All right. So you see when you're. Does that have a DC save?
No,
Shatter has a 5-foot radius.
Oh.
No, it's 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels.
No, that's the range.
Oh, shit.
So a 5-foot radius is 4 squares.
So you get yeah.
Pick a.
Pick a.
You got at least 2.
Set of 4.
If you do it
Oh,
right
that
here,
one has 3.
I could get 3 right here, yeah.
Okay.
Here, you grab
And
So-
then...
When you
Down?
cast
Oh.
Shatter, you
I've
snap your fingers and there's a resounding like shake right in
This might
that
actually work
specific
for you, and I
area.
could have done this.
You notice that the constructs that are within it don't seem to be affected, as if there's something within them that's holding them together. However, you see that the weapons that they're holding, specifically these two guys,
The 3. 'Cause
he's
it's
not
a-
holding any weapons.
Oh, he's not. Oh.
No, he's a gooey.
Their blades on them completely break.
Good.
And so now they're just basically holding
I'll take
wooden
that.
sticks.
I'll take it.
Alright, and now my scimitar is going to attack them on their own.
Just teleport out of this net.
All right.
Natural 1, that missed.
Cool. Yeah,
That doesn't work with the flying sword.
we're putting a thing on that. So the
For
scimitar comes in to try to hit. Which one is it attacking?
Just the one in front of me.
Just the one in front of you. Okay. The scimitar comes in to hit it, and the creature, when it sees the scimitar comes in, grabs the scimitar with its latch ability, and it grabs the scimitar out of the air. The scimitar is able to wiggle itself free, but is unable to do anything else.
Well, shit.
Whose turn is it now?
Then I'm going to use my spell recall for something special.
Okay. This guy steps forward
Oh no.
and
Griff.
tries to goo this guy.
Oh.
Actually, no. It tries to attack Griff.
Okay.
Does a 6 hit? No. All right. Actually, that is an 11, but
No.
okay. It misses. And now it is this one's turn. This one takes the stick and looks at it like almost sad.
Well, you can actually shatter any single solid non-magical object regardless of composition.
Yeah.
Weighing up to 10 pounds.
No!
Yeah, I'm
And
reading
it
that.
steps up, takes a look at the Havoc, and just starts wailing on him with a stick.
Okay.
Does a
Did we lose our dex?
22.
22 hits me.
22 hits you.
So we lose our dex.
6 damage back.
Oh, yeah.
You want them hitting me.
that is a... Next round is going to get free and just completely rip them apart.
I'm going to try.
15. And it does 4 damage.
Oh, so it doesn't do any damage.
No.
It just
Sticks
takes
are not
6
very
damage. It took more damage from me than I took from it.
More like this?
Because
Yes, you
weapons
lose your dex
anymore.
modifier. Because you are flat-footed,
Oh,
considered.
then... well, it's hit me anyway, so.
Yeah.
I think you still suffer a penalty.
For my charisma, but it's the same thing.
Alright, now it is this guy's turn. He turns and walks up to there and goos onto that guy.
Stop going each other.
I like the goo.
Alright, And now it is Dr. Hippocampus.
Since I'm immobile, do I lose my -1 text to AC?
No, I don't know.
That'd be great.
It'd be funny, but yeah.
You were flat-footed.
All right.
Catch me off guard. I'm more reactive.
Where's my greatsword?
Your greatsword is actually still in your hand because your greatsword got sucked at the same speed as you got sucked. So you're just like, oh,
A lot of suck is happening.
a lot of
Paladin.
suck hats.
So, am I able to move my arm to attack this guy in front of me?
Yeah, you can fuck him up.
Okay.
You're just stuck to the wall.
I'm stuck to the wall. And I don't
just
actually have speed. I don't
Only
have
attack
speed
things
yet.
that come at us.
Who? Jeez. 18?
18 does not hit.
Well,
Damn.
did you do the +1?
19.
19 does not hit.
Shit.
Okay, so a 21 had hit, so it's either a 20 or a 21, if anyone's paying attention.
Fuck! I whiff.
Alright. And so now it is this guy's turn. He steps up
Come at me.
and swings his stick at
Stick.
swings his stick at Whistler. Does a 7 plus 18 minus 1 24 hit.
I'm at 23 because
No,
I'm
you're not.
flat-footed.
You're flat-footed. Right?
Yeah.
So that reduces. I don't know.
Doesn't it? Because I lose my dex.
You just lose.
But I have the +1, so it's just up from that. That's 23.
Okay.
So yes.
23 hits.
Yes, that's correct.
24 hits. Okay, so it hits you for
Okay, let's hear it.
5 damage.
Oh, I'll take that gladly.
Which HP are you at? Griff, your turn.
You've only taken 17 damage.
I've only taken 17 damage out of 57.
Hang on.
And I can heal myself, so don't worry. And I am no longer
I touch myself.
fluffy and
Lenny.
feathery. And I can also touch Havoc, but he is doing fine.
Don't touch me.
Last person you touched died.
The last person I touched was Henry.
Where is Henry?
Henry is attached over here on the top of the wall. He's actually higher.
Everyone forgot about Henry.
Because he was wearing armor, like metal armor.
Sure thing.
So Henry's just kind of hanging out on the wall. Hey guys, you're doing good.
You're doing a great job, everybody. I'm having flashbacks.
I would recommend moving away from that space.
You shut your mouth, Havoc.
I'm about to open it, and it'll be very cold.
I'm gonna cast... Wait, is that gonna get
Hey,
me?
if you 5-foot step here, you'll heal
No,
5.
you're way too far.
Okay, cool.
But if you move 5 feet, you might get sucked again. So I wouldn't recommend it.
If you move 5 feet towards the door, could you then pull the rope, get him free, and he can do his thing?
If he moves 5 feet, he has to roll again to save.
I'd like to point out that
No,
you're
if
wearing
you
studded
move
leather,
closer
so
to it,
it's
you
not-
have to. If you move
yeah.
further away, you don't.
I know.
Crosstalk.
I'm thinking,
Yeah, stop it.
because if I take a 5-foot step, that's my move, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I cast Grace, then I provoke?
If you take a 5-foot step and cast,
Then I can't move.
Don't you have your teleportation?
I do. I don't want to use it up. I could just use it. But then I'm close to the door, and you said the closer you get, the more it pulls, right?
Mhm. so you're okay for
Is
now.
the door open?
No, the door is, there's maybe about a foot up of clearance. Like it's lifted up by a foot.
Lie down.
You just need a grease, and you can slip and slide in.
You just need to be able to see the teleport.
Can I see underneath the door?
You can. Oh, you know what? You have problems seeing in the center. You maybe see able on the sides because of all the dead bodies at the feet of it.
But the dead bodies were outside the door.
They're in front of the door.
Actually, are the dead bodies getting sucked up into them?
Yes. Well, no, they're like the dead bodies are at their legs.
Alright.
Oh, Finn,
So,
I kicked him down.
if I try to make a strength check on the rope, will that provoke?
No.
Okay. But if I do that, I can't teleport. Or can I teleport? Because it's a supernatural ability.
I don't know what action it is.
It's probably a standard action. My teleport.
I think it is.
Poop out.
Where are you pooping?
I'd like to just poop under the door, but...
You could poop there.
Is that
There's no bodies.
they're like behind the door or like in front of the door?
They're in front of the door.
Yeah. So I couldn't go behind the door.
Could go behind the door. I'm saying, vision-wise, you have vision to this space.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Okay. You are now have to make a strength check because you're right next to the door.
Okay.
So he gets stuck on the other side.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. Is this wise?
Nope.
No.
Plus one.
He's got luck. He's got luck.
Yeah.
Feel it wrong.
What do you think?
Hang on. It's just plus strength, right?
We manipulate time. Real quick.
All right.
I pre-set up that math.
What?
I pre-set up the DC, so.
Okay. Well, then I'll cast Borrow Fortune and roll again.
For the record, my armor is technically classified as
It's
medium.
worse.
What?
Still worse.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
I sucked into the wall, and
Yeah.
then I do it face first.
Alright, so you teleport in and you're like, ha-ha! What do you see, Griff? For all of 2 seconds.
That's a wall! No, I'm speaking celestial. So
I understand.
How beautiful.
He says it's a wall.
Whistler, your turn.
Yes. I'm going to heave ho at number 3 here in front of me.
Great.
There's like some
Okay.
monster on the other side.
Can't see it.
Can't ever confirm. Alright, so that's 1 and not. So that was the...
Well, the first one is the red one.
Yes, the first, that one.
6 plus
8, 9,
12 plus 12.
18, 19. 19 doesn't.
19.
Just...
So just one good hit.
Alright. So 1 good hit.
And which one is this against? The one right in front of you?
Yes, purple. Okay.
Your damage? It's a D8.
Well, I'm getting there.
7.
I know. 9.
Cool.
3 plus 4 plus 1.
Yeah?
That's 8.
Yeah, 8?
Not
Did I
nine.
say 8? Did
You
I
said
say
9.
9? Oh, I'm sorry.
Plus 1.
8. No.
Oh, no? Okay.
It's 3 plus 1 plus 4. 8. I'm not going to mess this up.
Alright.
Thank you.
Now it is Havoc's turn.
Okay. Let's see. What do I want?
You do have the great axe in your hand.
Yes. And I'm also raging, which means I can take in a deep breath and a cone of cold. All of them except Mr. Red here.
Just put...
How to stop? Well, wait. Did the concentration of that fail?
Alright,
No
what is the save on
Oh,
it?
sweet.
15 DC save.
And it is Dex? Or Reflex?
And I'm going to need to borrow these
Go ahead,
D6s because all of mine are on the table.
That's fine.
6, 7,
Do you need more?
8.
No, this should be good.
Okay.
Let's see, right? 4. Nope, I need 2 more.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks.
Of course.
I'm really glad
Wow.
you gave him that.
It was a 16?
15.
15?
But technically 16 because of the -1 that they take.
Yeah.
And that's a 31 for damage.
There. Reflex. Every single one except one saves.
31 damage. Cold damage.
However-
Magic cold damage.
Yeah, we'll figure out the math.
Cold magic damage.
Alright, so the only one that doesn't save is number 6. This guy, he's dead.
Nice.
Shut up.
He freezes solid.
Just remove them.
Yeah, we'll just
Or just leave the bottom on. Because
Sure. It's a good idea.
Then we know where the body is.
56. Thank you. Math it out. Everybody else takes half.
So 15.
And what is the half damage? 15?
31 divided by 2 is 15.
So dead. These 2 are dead.
Nice.
Yeah, well done.
You take 15.
I'm not useful in any situations except killing.
That's barbarian interruption.
Oh, yep.
2. That's 13. Yeah. You're dead.
You're just dead. You're alive.
Somebody died.
Several.
Yep. I've
Caught a
killed
cold.
us all.
Of us?
I caught a cold all the allies.
Oh,
Whoa.
correct.
Kill you.
You just murdered so many.
Kilimanjaro.
How's it going over there, guys?
Yeah, I did hit it. There's some
It's awful cold in here.
Actually, you're behind.
Cool.
Cool.
If only Havoc and Griff survive, all of their moral compasses will be gone.
I want to see a spin-off of Havoc and Griff murder hobos. We walk into every building and burn it down. I need to go to the oil shop to buy more flasks of oil, and then we burn it down when we leave.
And there's one of us.
Jesus, that's not mine. That's yours.
Alright, well,
All
you
right.
successfully took out 7 of 10.
Yeah. Unless they come back.
Let's hope they don't.
Let's read this trait of a...
They're Necrons.
What does immortality mean?
a construct cannot be raised or resurrected. Sweet. You would know this.
Totally.
I would.
You would.
Whose turn is it?
It is now Atlas's turn.
Atlas casts Fireball.
Cool.
Are you still in the net right
Just
now?
want to catch
Is
these.
that? I was gonna say, is that gonna hit me?
I can catch all of them and not hurt our friends.
Yeah. I already
That's
did the
nice.
math out for myself.
All right, roll your damage.
8d6.
What is your DC?
My DC is 18 with a little bit of extra juice.
They all fail.
Okay.
It's a 2 and a 4 and an 8.
I see a lot of 6s.
Alright.
Just 2. Look like a lot more.
That's 20,
Okay.
31.
Yep, they all die.
Nice.
Fantastic.
And then I teleport out of this net and go over to the magnetizing Flumper Dumper.
Are we out of initiative now?
Yes, you are out of
I'm
initiative.
gonna spread
However, the moment, so after that happens, we go initiative. The door that you guys are all attached to continues to raise up. You're now all 5 feet off the ground.
Oh. Can I make a strength check to pull myself off?
You can all make straight checks to try to pull yourself off.
Good luck, everybody else.
It's very hard.
10.
Everyone's rolling.
14.
16.
16.
Oh, 15.
Nope. Nope.
I think all of you failed.
Atlas is going to make a knowledge check.
I'm gonna teleport off the wall.
Okay.
That's smart.
You're going to switch into strength
Well, wait,
stance.
where are you going?
+3.
Where are you going to teleport?
Just back.
Back? Can you see that?
Yeah, just
You can see... Oh, behind you.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got somewhere over here.
Alright, so and this is just a hall. For now.
Huh?
For now.
I love time.
How far back do you teleport?
It's like 5 feet, just off the wall.
Oh. Alright, so now you need to make another strength check.
Yeah, it's gonna keep pulling you every time you move.
Bullshit.
Alright.
Face or back first this time.
I did it!
Oh, I have to roll twice. Okay, I did. Now I roll this one.
Face first again.
No, that's a, what? 42? Reflex?
Give reflex.
+1.
13?
That's enough. Oh. You're now back to the wall.
That's fine.
Now you can
What do I see?
You see a hallway that leads out into what appears to be green and a lot of light.
How far down?
It's like 400 feet.
Alright, what if I teleport like 40 feet down the hallway?
How much teleport you got left?
You can do that next, but other people will do this.
That's fine.
All right. So Atlas, what are you doing?
I'm going to make a knowledge engineering check on this piston to see if it is making a magnetization.
All right. Do your knowledge engineering.
Roll high.
19 plus 10 is 29.
Cool. So you know enough about this. There have been basic electric engines that have been created. Not enough. Not nearly to anything at this level, but you recognize what this is. This is a piston that is a part of some sort of electrical engine that is powered by some sort of source of energy that is moving the piston up and down. And you notice that whenever the piston moves down, there's a flash of blue light, and then it moves up. That comes from the bottom.
Okay. Is the piston on? It's like, is it grabbed by like a piston arm that's kind of spindly?
It's up on the top.
Right.
Yeah. Right above it.
It's like there's a rod.
Yeah, there's like a rod thing that goes up and then goes down and kind of oscillates.
Right. How big is that rod?
Pretty big.
How big?
It's like 5 feet of solid metal in a tube.
Okay.
And there's two of them. And they're both like attached.
Okay.
Like that, John.
What's the junction?
Is it
junction? No,
they're attached.
This is a solid metal, so it's like going through, and it's attached like that. It's like a loop.
I got you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
So it can freely rotate, but it's like solid metal. It's solid metal.
Right. You know what? I've got Dispel Magic prepared right now.
Okay.
I'm just going to Dispel Magic and see what happens.
Where are you going to Dispel Magic? Because it's like a blast.
Dispel Magic targets
Natural magic.
It targets an area,
Mhm.
and then it'll dispel the lowest level spell in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool.
17 plus 8.
Yeah, plus 1.
To
skill.
It's not a skill.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, never mind.
25.
Nothing appears to happen other than some of the intricate work goes from being red to back to metal.
Who uses magic to paint things? Atlas flips open his spellbook and prepares Shatter.
Okay.
And then he shatters the rod.
The rod?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can target a specific object.
Yes.
Alright, so the rod breaks, because there are two rods. One of the rods breaks, so when the piston comes back up, it comes up with too much force and snaps the other rod. And then you see the piston keeps going and embeds itself into the ceiling.
That's what happens when you throw a timing boat.
And so now, now the engine stops, and suddenly you see all the light just turns off all the way across the room like a wave of dark. And suddenly you're all in darkness, and everybody on the walls, on the door, just collapses onto the dead bodies that were below them.
Is the door falling?
The door holds in place.
Walk up to
Yes,
Havoc.
I was going to be the one who had to lift that.
Zul is not going to make it.
I'm going to walk up to Havoc and see if I can take out my
What do you
seeking
think
arrow
is strong?
and save it, hopefully.
I have a plus 8 to lift.
You remove the arrow, and you realize that there's nothing left inside of it. It's now just a regular old arrow.
Okay, well, there's an arrow.
So
Technically a plus 14 with all my bonuses.
who got hurt in that whole scrap? Was it just Havoc and
Lift checks.
I did.
Strength checks.
How much did you get? Damage?
Oh, like 8.
All right, so I can spread Path of Glory, and I
Isn't
guess
Path of Glory still just... Oh, that's been a little while, I guess.
yeah. Well, technically, how much was what just happened?
2 turns.
Three rounds total, including the fixing
Yeah.
getting things.
3 or 4 rounds.
There's like 5 more rounds of healing, so there's enough squares that everyone could stand in one. So
Okay,
whoever's
so
injured can
I
get
don't know if I
25 HP.
stand in the square.
All right. So whoever stands in the square from this point on will get 25 HP.
Okay.
I will do that.
I go stand in the
Also end
square and
rage.
like feel the bruises from where I smashed in the door. Feel a little better. Oh,
I'm on the other side of the door. so-
My scimitar comes back and I put it away.
you can probably get under the door. It's probably what, like the door's 10 feet up though.
The door is 5 feet up.
5 feet up.
Did you get one under the door?
Stick the rod underneath it and then go heal.
I'm gonna go up to the pieces of metal left on the ground. Do I find anything interesting?
Of the dead bodies or
Yeah.
the robots? Automatons.
Yeah, let's loot them. Loot the
Well,
corpses.
Okay. So checking
Looking
upon
around.
the dead people, you don't find too much of interest. They're all holding, they're all wearing either plate, bandit, or just a breastplate. And of them, all of it is pretty mundane stuff. These just seem like normal dudes who kind of walked into this.
How come they were like stabbed by swords? So they were stabbed by their own swords because of the metal?
No, they were stabbed by presumably the obsidian
But they had
halberds,
Oh.
because halberds have spear tips. And then the other thing is that they might have been stabbed by the arms that were on the...
Oh, I thought they like had the swords in them.
No,
they
the
were
swords
laying
were
on
on top of them, as if they had fallen down on top.
Gotcha.
Atlas, who is most observant, sometimes, remembered that the tunnel that was dug into this place was dug with magic.
It was.
And he's going to go ahead and make the presumption here that one of these guys had to use magic to dig that hole.
You do.
And he's going to look for the magic guy.
All right. It looks like the
I like
magic
what you're
guy
thinking.
appears to be that translator.
Oh. I'm going to go through his shit.
All right.
I got a better idea. I haven't got to use it.
Do you have that prepared?
I do.
You prepared it?
Yeah. But the problem is, doesn't he have to be...
Freshly dead?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so, so it's not going to work.
Unless he died
I mean,
recently.
he did say they seemed
Hold
recently
on,
dead.
Hold on.
I don't know how
I
fresh
gotta look
is
up
fresh.
the spell again. Because I haven't got to use it yet. I haven't come across another spell.
Will Volley or Atlas be upset if I flip through the journal of the translator?
I already flipped through it.
He's already looked
Was there
at it.
anything else of interest?
Within the last 24 hours.
Oh, that's an easy way to check. I use my... I haven't got to use this yet either. Where are
Could you
you?
just
My
do-
rose specs.
Rose-colored spectacles.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That lets me look back within 24 hours.
Mhm.
Were they alive 24 hours ago?
Yes, and you can watch them if you'd like.
Sure, I'll watch them and then I'm going to do what I want
Does
after.
sound come through the
No.
specs? All right, so you see them kind of arguing, standing in front of the door. A lot of them are holding up lanterns, and the translator has a stick which has a bunch of light coming out of it. And so they're all arguing until finally one of them just like throws his hands up, pulls out what appears to be some sort of a an electric grenade, because it looks like a glass jar full of like lightning bolts and gas all within it, and just fucking whips
Lightning
it
in the jar.
Lightning in a jar.
at the into the air, like at the statue, and it shatters on the face of the statue, and that powers up the little gem, and then the whole room starts up, and then you see them get all sucked to the wall, and then sort of a gruesome scene as the automatons walk up and just casually stab them.
Does someone have Morgrim's monocle thing?
Alright.
Spirit.
Now I'm going to do the one thing I wanted to do. I'm going to use the spell Blood Transcription.
Okay.
Consuming 1 pint of blood from the spellcaster killed within the last 24 hours, you can attempt to learn the spell that spellcaster knew.
Okay.
So I need a list of what the spellcaster knew.
Are you able to get a pint of blood out of a dead body?
He died within 24 hours ago, which is why it says 24 hours.
He's just gonna start sucking blood. The paladins are just gonna be like, whatever.
I've been waiting to use that stupid spell for a while.
That brings up the next question. Is the spellcaster a elf?
Oh my god.
No, we said it was a half elf.
Half elf. No, the translator?
Yes.
I'm half elf, deal with it.
It appears that he has.
You can just show me. I don't want to tell.
No.
I guess I'll know.
I'm drawing from a list, and so I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Is he a wizard or a sorcerer?
He's a sorcerer.
Okay.
And he has only 3 spells.
Okay.
He's a level 1 sorcerer.
Okay.
Oh, it's freaking garbage then.
He has the spell Endure Elements, the spell Alarm, and the spell Shield.
Don't need anything.
How do you make the light then?
An
Or the
expeditious.
tunnel?
Yeah, I know, you're just making terrible
Yeah,
decisions.
who dug the tunnel?
Yeah, exactly. That's like a level, at least, what?
That's
Maybe
a level-
somebody
that's
else
a level
dug
1
it.
spell.
God!
This is a level 1 spell.
Yeah, it
worse.
is pretty low on the spell.
Expeditious excavation.
Yeah, but it takes forever to dig that far.
It's also not in his spells. Oh, wait, no. Hold on.
Maybe somebody else did it.
The spellcaster only knew 3 spells.
Okay.
It's the worst spellcaster.
He was a translator. He put all his skills in linguistics.
Yep.
I'm surprised he doesn't have, like, comprehend language.
Exactly, stuff like that.
You guys are just butthurt because you can learn a new spell.
Drink a pint of blood for nothing. Of course I'm upset.
That's a little weird. That's a lot of blood.
Yeah,
That's a lot of blood.
it's like a tall beer.
I am. Dr. Hippocampus is slightly freaked out.
Don't worry about it, guys. I'm a professional.
Polly like gets up from this guy's corpse. We didn't know anything.
He's an idiot. Let's go.
He's an idiot?
Yep.
Oh,
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
All right, we move on.
All right. As you walk forward, underneath the door, all of you kind of like lowering down, and some of you just kind of walking
Did we not find anything on the metal bodies, I'm assuming?
They're all made out of wood and porcelain. And all their weapons are
Destroyed.
either destroyed or obsidian halyards with a +1. Masterwork, not from damage.
Well, I'll take like a piece of obsidian.
Sure.
Would Halberd be good on a horse?
You can do a strength check and try to shatter one of the
Oh.
pieces. That's on the solid ones, because the other obsidian is like just...
Yeah,
I was thinking I was just gonna take like the stick and break it, and
Sure.
just take like the top bit.
Alright, that's fine. Mister wants to do surgery.
just collecting again.
Moving on. Alright. As you all make your way forward, the path moves a surprising amount of distance. It's more than 400 feet from your original estimation. It's maybe like half a mile. And by the time that you reach the entrance, where the tunnel finally opens up, it's this intricately carved stone tunnel. You walk out into what appears to be a massive cave.
Made of stone?
Presumably. Within that cave is a number of things. It's almost like it's full of a forest. There's branches and roots and vines all over the place. There's trees all over. But you can see sort of piercing through the vines and the branches a massive tree that arcs up into the top of the cavern.
Is Henry with us?
Henry's with you. Henry,
Is he crying?
he's on his knees and he's like, yes, fucking yeah, man.
Let's play cut down
Sorry.
tree.
I let myself get away from myself.
Oh man, hold on.
I'm not doing anything.
I think we both at the same time.
Don't do it, Havoc.
Cut
He's
down
gonna
tree.
make he's gonna make a sense motive.
I'm passing my will save to resist chopping down this tree.
Atlas will make a knowledge nature check.
Ah!
Finally.
Many.
On what?
35 on the tree.
On the tree itself?
Yeah.
You know enough about this tree to know that this is definitely a tree of life. And likely, the reason why there are so many fucking plants inside of the cave with like barely any dirt and very little life is because it's a tree of life.
Which druid died
What's
for
a
this
tree of life?
What is a tree of life?
What you know of a tree of life is it is some sort of... It has a lot of stories around you. What you know from a scientific, quote, standpoint is that a tree of life is basically this massive tree that seeds life around it. It allows plants to grow really well, and from plants, usually animals will flounder or flourish. Usually plants and animals will flourish around it.
Do I know how to extract blood from a tree of life?
It's like any other tree. You tap it. Only it happens to be that it has a much more loose and less viscous sap.
Loose.
We don't have any containers.
Ah!
Actually, I got the.
Yes, you came prepared!
I got the bucket with the lobster bisque in it.
No, you do have the bucket with
I probably won't mess with the spell.
I just take out the bucket and I start eating lobster
Alright,
bisque.
so the moment you open up your bag, you notice that there's lobster bisque
Morgrim's gonna come
It is
back.
over all of your stuff, including the dead body of Morgrim.
It's not mine.
Oh, yes.
But you even had the top on it?
That top got knocked off the moment you started running around like a crazy person.
And getting flinged against a wall didn't help.
No, he
He
didn't.
didn't get against the wall.
Morgrim's gonna come back with lobster
I
claws.
only ran 20 feet.
So they have a bag of holding though?
Yeah, it is bag of holding.
It's like in a different plane.
Yeah,
Go for the
yeah,
spell,
it is
because
in a different
And
plane.
in that plane, it got shook.
Okay.
Is there at least some still left in it?
I'm hungry.
There's like a bit like hanging in the corner.
3-day-old unrefrigerated whiskey.
How does it work anyways, the satchel? I thought you put your hand in it, you call what you want, and it comes out, right?
Kind of.
Handful of bisque.
Can I, like...
He doesn't have that one. He's got the bag of holding.
Okay.
So can I like flip it upside down and go
All the
lobster
stuff
biscuit?
will
It just comes right out.
All this stuff will come out if you flip that thing upside down. It's like you have a pocket dimension inside there where you're storing items.
Okay, so in that case, I eat the little bit in the corner, and then I cast.
Gross.
Oh my
Roll
god.
a Constitution save.
Well, it's not that gross, right?
Roll a
It's
Constitution.
3-day-old unrefrigerated lobster
Just
bisque.
throw it up again.
Also, this stuff is disgusting.
Oh, 9.
Yeah, you're sick.
I cast.
The good news is that you're sick because it's disgusting. You're not sick because it's a bacteria. Because any bacteria that would have grown would have died instantly because it's in a pocket dimension.
Yep.
So after I'm done vomiting again, I cast Purify in the.
By food and water.
No, it's not that. Can I do this to clean out the?
Pot.
Yeah.
So that's a nice pot they can use.
Mm-hmm.
So I do that. So now I can actually use the pot.
Okay.
Okay, so I
With the lid.
I have a
That doesn't
question.
work.
Use the bucket.
I have no nature knowledge. I'm going to preface this with Whistler has no nature knowledge. However, I have some equipment I think that could make a good tapper. Like you need this shape with a point, and I have an ink pen that I could take apart and use like the end of the quill, and I have a pocket knife to like make the incision. Since I don't have that knowledge, if I just like presented like, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I have these items, would someone here be able to be like, yes, I see you have these items? Is that like
you
something we
wouldn't
could...
know about. You could just say like, I've got a knife. Like, how can we get this stuff?
Okay.
You could just stab it and
Well,
whittle it.
Yeah, you know that. Like I said, the reason it's liquidy, like much more liquidy than sap, so it's going to come out pretty easy.
okay. I also want to make sure that I'm like praying and thanking the tree and explaining to the tree that this is for a good cause. Because I'm about to hurt the tree. Someone's about to hurt the
blasphemy?
tree.
I kicked
You're like trained to another.
Well, to a living
just a
thing,
fucking
explaining
tree.
what
It's just
I'm
a
doing.
tree, man.
Look, guys,
It's
come
not
on.
your
You have
god.
to remember, you're
Tree of
Whistler, not Morgrim.
Yeah.
Well, not praying to the tree, praying and explaining to the tree.
Yeah, you don't explain to trees, you're not Morgrim.
Yeah,
well-
you're not. Yes, you're not a god. The tree's not your god.
Right?
You don't pray to that tree.
Also, it depends on what Whisker's gods is.
It's the same as this.
Okay, so
No, it's not. Paladins can have different gods.
I know that we need a lot.
Yes.
We could just take it all.
Everybody knows that you need a lot.
It is a 1 gallon bucket. Why don't we just fill up the 1 gallon bucket?
I don't know if
That would be
gallon's
quite
not
a
enough.
feat.
You know that you need a lot, and you have like the general measurements, which is
hang on.
fill up the.
I reach into my bag and I pull out the skins. We just gotta fill these up, right?
Yeah?
Has anyone sewed them together?
Here, sew these together.
Can I sew?
Sure.
What do I have to roll to sew?
Check would that be? Let's see what our checks are.
Sleight of hand.
That would be craft.
I do have craft.
Do you have
Craft so.
craft armor, which would require leather working?
I
Or-
have a 7, so pass it off to someone else.
What we crafting?
Sew these skins together into a egg.
I use my brain power. My massive...
You will know what to make.
I don't know what I add to it, but I got 26 without anything else.
Oh my
So does that work?
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
Alright.
There it is.
So that takes about the better part of an hour.
Okay.
To sew together.
Meanwhile,
Now,
I'm gonna look around this place.
Do you sew
Yeah, same.
more grim into it, or just make it with like a hole at the top?
As you look
I think we
around,
would have to sew
Wait, what?
Morgrim into it.
Yeah.
So I pull out the mummified corpse of Morgrim.
God, that smells!
Stroke her dead, waterless husk.
I made like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, you make like you slide her into this sleeping
It's like a hot
bag.
pocket.
Just sitting there like a housewife. Just
Fold her wings up like a mummy.
No, wait, and then we can just
This is normal?
let it drain right into there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we have to fill it anyway, so we don't have to
Well,
put it in
that's
any
still a need for this
containers.
Well, we gotta get it out
And then
there in
you
the
can,
first
and then you
place.
can sew it at once it's
So
finished
it's
filling.
almost done, honey. The blanket's almost done.
Well, while they're doing all this, I take out my rapier and I stab the tree and just start filling up the bucket.
Oh my god.
Sure. So in your explorations atlas, you actually find something pretty significant. That is, on the far side of the tree, there's a massive temple.
Oh boy.
Not massive, like a pretty big sized temple. Pretty big. This temple appears to be a pyramid with a second pyramid that is upside down on top of it.
That's like an hourglass or something.
And there's an entrance to the pyramid, and it's covered with carvings of snakes. All around.
Griff, you should take a look at this.
Why did it have to be? Okay. I go look at it.
All right, so you up close to the temple. You see that there is a main entrance to it. Yeah. There's like a lot of little holes and buildings around it. There appears to be like little shacks that are nearby. However, the shacks are very abandoned and very much covered in like vines and stuff. But people are used to living in them. And you can see that there's no door. It's wide open. Just an entrance to the temple.
What's inside? I'll go inside.
All right. Looking inside, you can see that it goes in, and it's kind of dark. It's hard to see.
Pick up a stone and put light on it and throw it in.
All right. So the stone goes inside, and you can't see directly into what's inside of there. But what you can see is a lot of glittering.
Oh.
I love
That shit's cursed.
It's gold.
I don't think so. It has to be.
No.
It's in a double pyramid.
No.
That's like double curse.
It's just a pyramid. Think of all the stuff you can make.
It's true. You should go get it.
Henry.
No, I don't know. You want to get it.
And Henry's sneaking behind.
Of
not
course.
sneaking,
Of
stalking
course.
behind
Henry.
you guys. And he looks around and goes, "Oh, that's a lot of gold."
Yeah, you should probably not go in there.
What do you mean?
You should probably not go in there.
What do you mean? Look at all that fucking money.
Yeah, I think you should probably
Look at all that fucking money, man.
I see it. I see it.
What is...
Henry shakes his head and is like, no. We're here for this tree. You can't cheat me out of my money.
You're going to get money for discovering the tree.
And he runs in.
I forbid him from doing that.
He starts running.
Forbid
towards-
action.
What?
Cast spell, forbid action.
Okay.
I don't know the DC. I don't know the... It's a first level spell.
The DC is 1 plus your
Yeah.
math bar.
So it's,
cast on the higher
but I don't
spell
know
slot.
if it's... Oh, I could cast it on higher spell.
Yeah, you can.
How does that work?
You use a full round action to cast it in the higher spot. Because you can spontaneous cast.
Third level spell.
You know, if we ever dress up
Oh,
as
it's
characters,
10,
Atlas has to dye his hair.
Pretty much that.
13.
Is it above a 10?
He's been growing it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He fell.
So he just stops.
He stopped. Why would you do this to me?
Bad boy.
Why?
We're going to figure it out. Then you can get your gold.
Atlas cast
From the other side of the
magic.
he sits down on the ground.
Don't make us knock you out.
Impatient.
I can do it.
I will knock you out.
Detect magic.
I'm not allowed to go in. On the temple?
On like through the door,
You don't...
60 feet.
You detect a lot of magic. However, it's a lot of like very low and subtle magic.
Volley.
It's almost like the
Yeah.
building itself is magical.
Do that thing you do.
Do that voodoo. That
Yeah, that one thing you're good for.
Oh, my unseen servant.
Yeah.
Alright. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
You detect a lot of every single type, but especially divination.
I send the unseen servant in. Check it out.
The unseen servant walks in. You can sense him. Nothing really happens to him.
How far is everything in there? Is
Hey.
it about 60 feet?
Should we let him touch
More.
the stuff?
Yeah, it's not too far.
All right, so identifies a cone. 60 feet cone. I never knew.
What is?
Identify. Oh, sorry. I'm going to cast Identify in there to attempt to see if there's... I don't think... Can I... It's just to identify the items. Can I tell if they're cursed?
Yeah, it'll tell you curses and bonus and magic.
Well, hey Griff, can I get a reroll? That's better than what I got before.
That's cockeyed.
That's 16... Hold on, 20... 29.
Okay. What you notice when you identify is it's sort of a curse and a blessing. And that is that whatever happens to you within the temple has lasting effects into the past.
Yeah.
It's a time temple.
Yeah. Henry, if you go in there, it's what kills you.
What?
It's what kills you.
Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily what kills
It's 100%
Yeah,
what kills you. If you don't go in there, the time bullshit stops.
I'm not sure how that works, but
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
you're not.
I'm gonna make a bluff check.
Time doctor.
I'm gonna give myself enhanced diploma.
In the future, I'll have a PhD.
I can't not.
Bird hands.
Just checking on the cardinals.
I don't think I can. Yes, I can. No one's doing anything. Nat 20!
Alright, killing all of those
Which
in a
is
single
3,
blast was
4,
pretty
5, 6, 7,
cheesy.
27.
He says,
That was actually pretty cheap.
alright. Well, I'm gonna go over to the tree.
Right.
That's
Fine.
right.
And he walks over with his head down towards the tree.
Help me hold the Selkie skin open.
Have some cheese.
Okay.
I'm
sorry, what? Are the
Doesn't matter
skins
at
of
this point.
aren't those sentient beings?
No, they're freely given.
Oh, Word.
Before it gets filled with corpse and
Also, yeah, what is that in there? What is that? Is that a dead bird?
That's
no,
a friend.
no. It's a friend.
It's a back in the bag, not a bird.
What are you gonna do with this?
bring her back to life.
Yeah, I'm filling it with sap of life.
Then we need to chuck it into like a phoenix down.
Okay, I don't know about that part. But
Whistler, you should be dancing right now.
Whistler puts on the most
Go
emotional,
for it.
moving performance you've ever seen with the 4 points of dance that he's put in since the 4 months of practice. You guys are ecstatic. 18.
19.
It is
19. 19.
it is a beautiful dance filled with emotion and metaphor, and you can see his every motion towards the sky.
Go sound music.
Is like is like beautiful, and every single time every sweep, and you can actually see in the ground that he's in the dirt itself. He's making concentric circles which spell out the words Morgrim.
Somehow.
Atlas goes into the temple.
What has my unseen servant seen so far? He's been walking in there for a little.
All he sees is money and gold.
He's been going.
There's a pretty significant amount, and it's not a very large room. It's mostly just.
But that's it. There's nothing else around. It's just a temple filled with money. Like, this is the most boring pyramid ever. It's just one big room in
Well,
this
in the
pyramid.
center of the room, there is an equivalent pyramid with a pyramid on top, as a like a.
Well, what I mean is, so it's not like a normal pyramid. You walk in, there's like a hallway, and then there's more hallways. It's just basically you walk in, it's just a big empty shell of a pyramid.
Cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple.
Alright, so real quick, is this pyramid on top of a pyramid? Or like pyramid on top of a pyramid?
Flip that.
Or pyramid on
Like
top
an
of a pyramid?
hourglass.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I knew it was that one.
That's because we said it.
I must have absorbed
Go back to
it
your dancing.
Atlas goes
subconsciously.
in.
Okay.
Takes a look around.
Nothing really seems to affect you.
He stands in the middle of the room.
Yep.
He looks up.
Uh-huh.
Can I see the other pyramid?
No. You see a roof.
Right.
I'm going with Atlas.
Aren't you supposed to be sewing?
Try to touch something.
Oh, was I not done yet? I bring my sewing.
It takes you about an hour, he said.
Okay, cool.
So your sewing is almost complete. Atlas, you need to make a reflex save.
Thank God I wasn't there.
And then heels.
Not bad.
17. Nope. 18.
Cool. So when you walk in, you notice that the vibrations of your footsteps actually affect the central little double pyramid in the center of the room, and the center pyramid starts shaking and crumbling, and it falls right towards you. And you're definitely able to step out of the way, but you would have noticed that a man, if he was not paying attention and looking down and maybe praying, would not have noticed. And it collapses to the ground.
So wait, that little, like the pillar in the middle of the room?
The top one just goes and falls down.
That was close.
You hear off into the distance, "Oh! It's gone!
It's not God.
It's gone!
Just gravity.
It's gone!"
Gone.
Gone?
Gone.
Yeah.
What's gone?
Antelope.
Henry's time bullshit. You could probably go in there now.
Hey, Henry.
What?
Come on in here.
What?
Come on in.
I'm like 400 feet away.
It's not that far.
Yep.
Come on in!
Are we missing a piece? It's kind of tight.
Physiological.
This is all we got.
Way after that.
We got it's like a backbone. It's 2 points.
You really didn't want to go there that much.
Am I done with the life sap yet?
What?
Am I done with the life sap yet?
Yeah.
So I put the top on, and this time I take the rope and I tie around it twice.
You pour it in.
Just be a garbage bag. It's like it's so gross. Pour the 1 gallon in.
Alright, so that's enough to fill up to like her knees.
Now hold on, I thought we were just putting the sack under the sap
Yeah, we can
thing
do that too.
once
You
it was
guys-
done sewing because we're smart people.
Well, I did that.
I was just told to sew something. I'm going by your.
I was just doing something. That way, there you can just do that.
So we've sewed up essentially a garbage bag around Morgrim's body. There's a little opening at the top. While we were sewing this thing, he was filling up buckets so that he can pour multiple buckets in while we've got the sap going in, so it fills up quicker. Once it's filled up, I double knot it. we and then we double bag it into the bag of holding.
Now sew that shut.
Alright, so you're able to fill it up completely with the sap, and it's closed up tightly.
This time.
The catch on the tree.
The tree still just got like a.
I also grabbed quite a few vials of tree blood.
You're a sick man. You fill up on tree blood.
But
Does anybody want to patch this tree? Or
this is different than the other tree blood.
I could patch the tree. The axe is trying to take me.
Was it react to healing?
Yes.
All right, cast Cure Light Wounds on it.
All right. You notice that bark begins growing over the wounded area.
Just out of curiosity, is this tree sap different than the tree blood of Angu?
Yeah, it looks a lot cleaner and a lot clearer. It's as if the tree blood from Angu was contaminated.
We already knew that.
We need to give Angu a transfusion.
Oh, shit.
Or could it die?
Or you could just use that axe and just put Angu out of his misery.
We have the good and the bad endings.
Mr. Kissinger, come on in here.
Who? Oh, come on in
Kiss
here.
ass.
Come on. Every kiss.
He still can't. He's forbidden.
No, it's over.
Alright, I gotta fucking look up this name because I know it's.
I don't know how long forbidden action lasts. I'm pretty
It's
sure
just
it's
one turn.
action. Yeah.
You should try injecting on the
Right. the foreign minister of Russia.
Who, Henry Kissinger?
Henry Kislyak.
Oh.
He was the guy who got fucking assassinated.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Does he come into the fucking pyramid or not?
He does. He like walks in like aghast. He's like, this is the greatest day of my life. I don't even need a cure of fucking tree sap. I'm safe.
Yeah.
The words are out of my head.
Yeah.
And he looks down at the pyramid that's collapsed on the ground. Points. Is that it?
Yeah.
Fuck. The first thing I was gonna do is pray.
Yeah. I know.
Like a penitent man.
He's just like behind him in his ear. No.
Alright,
Alex
well,
never gets down on his knees.
that explains a lot. Well, I mean, I guess if you guys give me like 100 gold out of this, I'd be content.
Why would you do anything? We just saved your life.
He can have
It's a
something.
big reedy.
I got us here.
Yeah, he needs a ride home.
I need a ride home.
Alex will make an appraisal check.
On the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole room.
The whole room.
18.
Alright, so in your estimation, it appears that there is a level appropriate amount of gold. Which is...
Equal to a times.
Set up like an accounting table.
Yeah. 324,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
300.
So when does gold stop being a problem with anything?
324?
Yeah.
1,000.
No, it's... Some of the items that you want to make are really expensive.
Are there any items in here?
No, it appears to be that this was some sort of treasure storage. It's as if that this time temple was appropriated into being the treasury room.
Is there a map?
40,500 for each of us.
Ouch.
40,500 for each. Wait, did I multiply that?
No,
That's right, I
that's
didn't.
right.
But there's also like 9 players.
No, there's no 9 people. There's 8 of us here.
He's
and then-
he's getting a reward
of 100.
12 hours a day
What did you say?
with 15-minute breaks for juice.
It's actually more like 36,000
Is it 3600?
per player.
No, he's trying to add himself into the
trying to give Victor some gold.
No, hold on. I did.
Listen, I didn't give myself a reward when I was...
I certainly know that guy did.
Yeah, well, he made it all about himself.
What are you talking about?
So yeah, and it's not just in straight gold, it's also in diamonds and rare gems, which are all pretty expensive as well.
Rennie? Well, wait, hold on.
How much did you say?
I said 324,000.
Oh.
There's a lot.
How are we going to carry it all back?
I have a bag of holding.
How much
That's too much.
I know.
It's too much. for mine, too.
320. How much is a gold piece in weight?
50 might be a big ass box.
What?
50.
You just need a big ass box?
Big ass box.
Big and small.
Yeah, what?
That is.
It's got to be like the size of this room.
Oh, my horse can drag stuff on them.
So
Oh, you know what? Don't
Chop
worry
down
about
the
it.
tree.
I'll get it.
We're gonna make it.
I'll get it. I'll get it. Atlas creates an 18 cubic foot box of stone.
Oh, he's gonna shrink it.
okay.
I'm going to start levitating gold into
Also,
it.
just to give you the math, it's about 548,000. Sorry, no, 5,480 pounds.
So 2.5
Is what you're
tons,
dealing
2 3/4 tons.
Well, divide that
It's
by how
minus
much...
1,000 because a lot of that gold was also in diamonds, which are a lot less heavy.
Okay, how much weight?
So 54,080.
54.
5,480.
5,000 pounds.
Yes.
Okay.
5,500.
Plus a big ass fucking stone box. So,
You can make it thin.
let's call that stone box like, it could be pretty thin.
Yeah.
We'll call that stone box like,
500.
yeah, sure. So 6,000 pounds of weight. I can reduce that to a mass 4,200th of its original weight.
1,4,200.
It's a little bit over 100 pounds.
Just this little fucking stone.
That is 1.42 pounds.
One?
No.
What is
It'd
it?
be
You said
100.
4,200, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Divide.
6,000, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
6,000.
Yeah.
Divided by 4,200.
So
I'm going to start using levitate to
we
start
spend
scooping.
a lot of time scooping this gold into this box.
Yeah.
Like we cut out this little like for Henry.
Wait. And then Atlas prepares shrink item.
Do I detect magic in here? Anything else?
No.
checked.
We're
he said
just
he
going to finally
detected
be able to
something.
make our own magic items.
Yeah.
I identified, it was, I think, the time thing.
Was it itself?
Just to kill
Was
the
the
guy, yeah.
All right.
But I saved his life.
You did.
Bucket loaders, people. Let's go.
Yeah, we moved the treasure into the box.
Is the box
After a very long time.
How much time does it take us to move all this?
It takes about 6 hours.
That's all right.
I rest instead.
Can't you use levitate?
Yeah.
Help us out, man. You can lie down while doing that shit.
My box also has a very crude lid.
Oh. Fancy.
And now it's small. There you go. And then Atlas turns invisible.
I stand in the doorway.
Oh, you're not getting past me, bitch.
Butter dust.
Wait, I think Atlas is teleported. He's teleported over
You're
there.
still glitter dusted.
He wasn't in the right. You gotta pick a spot for every glitter.
Oh, I did where exactly you were.
Good.
Are you
got
within 15 feet
invisibility.
of me when you cast invisibility?
Yep.
Maybe.
I got invisibility.
Did you
for-
cast defensively, motherfucker?
No.
You still have to do enough damage.
Havoc.
I think I can
Use
do
the
enough
belt.
damage.
Use the belt.
Oh, that's funny. Havoc just ends up like 200 feet away.
That's where you are.
Back in the room.
We got him.
That's funny.
Alright,
Just joking.
Alright, everyone stop freaking out. Let's go home.
Everybody just calm down.
Havoc, where are you? Where did you teleport to? Just in the corner of the room somewhere.
Man, I love these belts. Such
How much
a good idea.
teleport do you have?
A lot.
Jesus Christ.
Like it's probably the most powerful teleport in the game.
It's broken.
I can teleport a number of feet equal to 10 times my level per teleport. Each one uses up 1 Arcana point. I have 6 Arcana points, and I can trade out my spells for equivalent numbers of Arcana points. So I can teleport 6, 12, 17, 22.
We're gonna need to nerf Alice. The next patch.
Wait more.
Patch 1.05.
Mine's good.
Alice nerfed.
Save me.
Yeah, a lot.
I do like that plan though. Cast glitter dust on me. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
All right.
So yeah, let's get on that. Let's get on Moses.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I mean, we might want to charter a boat because
So we walk out and that.
we can buy a boat. God.
Hang on. How does that feel? Does he feel like he's level? Oh, never mind.
Do I feel like I leveled up?
you feel like you've gotten
No, hold on.
quite a bit of XP.
I have to
But
go
would
to
it
10
take more work for us to build a boat, or like a piece of wood with 4 wheels that we could all sit on, that my horse could
No.
pull?
The idea is we charter a boat that's already made.
Is there one around?
We could just chop that big tree there and make a boat.
I got 1,000 extra gold pieces from that dude's head that we could just spend on
You
transport.
didn't share with me?
And you also got,
You didn't participate.
I held the person.
I didn't see anything.
and you also
You could have
got
called
there by going to the port town of.
Yeah, it was like mumbly.
It was Mashiko.
Let's get a boat.
At least I got the M.
How
So
much
you guys,
is it per person for a boat?
you got to get to the town.
Oh,
All right,
there
so
we
you guys leave the temple pretty successfully. Nobody seems to have noticed because there wasn't much going on. This had already happened before, basically, and nobody noticed that.
Well, I'm sure Henry runs off to tell his bullshit.
Henry sticks around with you guys to get back to Porta Nova. And so once you leave, he eyes Ultar. God damn it, what is his name? Uralt. He eyes Uralt with a smirk, but keeps going. Not telling them anything. And you guys continue to the town of Mashiko. It is still not a very far walk. So by the next day, by the time you get there, it is early morning.
Whatever happened to the assassins?
I don't know.
They probably couldn't trace our steps.
The mirrors.
The mirrors! Yes! That one piece of glass they never found.
Like they're still in there putting the pieces together.
There's 2 missing. What the hell?
4 days and they're missing a piece. No!
Well, then we should try to go back down there and fix it.
Suck it, Nazis.
Yeah, we'll get to it one day.
One day.
I'll put it on the
Henry
list.
seems distracted, as if he stopped thinking about that sort of thing too.
He's just
I don't care.
So you guys get to town in the early morning.
The town, the port town.
Yeah, Mashiko.
Oh. So wait, what was the money divided up into now?
We each get, if you're interested,
Depends on if we're giving any to Victus.
40,500.
I mean, I think Victus has already won. He's with his lady, you know.
I think we're gonna give Victus some.
We can give him some obscure amount.
36.
I'll give him that 1,000.
That's very generous of you.
Get back his what do you call it? Like everyone else. Strength is up a score. Dexterity.
Hang on, how much was it?
Well, if we
You guys
don't,
keep mumbling it.
It's
Sorry.
46,000.
No.
40,500.
if we don't include
We don't include Victus.
Victus.
Which is fine.
If we include him, it's 36 something.
Listen, the only people who have given him stuff is Atlas so far.
We're just going to make him a +5 dagger that he can feed to his dagger, and he'll be happy.
Exactly.
We could find several of those.
It was in total 324,000.
No. I thought
Yeah.
it was like 400 something.
No,
320. Was it 300?
Yeah.
I'm confused. How much do we all have now?
Give
A
us
lot of money.
Give us the
40,000.
number.
We're rich.
4,500.
We're all retiring.
If divided by 8, it is 40,500.
We'll make something for Victus. I'm willing to give up some for Victus, but I don't think anyone else is.
I need to talk to you. I need some stuff made for intelligence.
Oh yeah, I know. I think everyone needs to talk to me.
Morgrim's not here, so she's not getting anything.
I can assist you. I do have
Whistle's gonna
the.
make something for her. That's my plan.
I can assist you. I have the craftability for armor and shield.
She does have
If you have
nothing.
any
I'm gonna
spells
just
that
make an item
we need
for
to
her.
make stuff,
Yeah,
that's
well-
all I need.
Okay, that's fine.
That's all she gets out of this. Her life.
How high a dagger do you want?
We'll see that. Alright. What do you guys want to do in Michigan?
Well, question. XP. What are we at?
The session's not open.
I guess you're gonna get a boat to go to Porta Nova since there's not really
Yeah, so we're
much
looking around
left
for a
just
boat.
town.
Boat.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're able to get a pretty cheap boat. It's not too expensive to get 10 people to go to a place where everybody's always going. So it's about 10 gold per person.
I'll do it.
You'll do all of it?
Yeah.
So that's 100 gold.
Alright,
It's
thank
just
you.
coming out of Victus's money.
Thank you, Havoc. And I give you a magic pass on the shoulder.
Don't touch me.
I figured.
The boat sinks. All our gold's gone. It washes up the shore. Victus has all the money. Oh! Wow, what the hell, DM?
It's alright, he finds money in other places.
Taz is snatched.
Rewards.
What is this doing here?
Your poor lady is over there watching all this happening while we've been gone.
You're gonna learn some stuff.
That was a bad choice.
Alright, so the ship ride is pretty uneventful. You have to share space with a lot of pots. Like a lot of pots. They are shipping a shit ton of pots. This is a
Pottery.
pot ship.
Pottery, yeah.
Potter ship.
I look inside one of them.
It's full of nothing.
There's rupees.
They are just pots. They're actually
more
just
gold.
Oh, because it's clay. I get it.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
You described that's what the town was about.
Look, it's been a long day. I had to do a dance.
As you guys make it to port, everything seems pretty normal.
Oh,
Is that
man.
on fire?
That means it's not.
Is everything okay?
No volcanoes.
And thus, as you approach Taz's place, there's no more writing on the wall. The dead bodies have been cleared out.
Right.
All of the
We did just sort of leave those bodies there.
lamps.
I spent the day cleaning them up
Yeah.
after I sold the head.
The lamps have all been unaffected, and it doesn't seem to be anybody has noticed the violent murder inside of the tavern.
Just outside of the
It
tavern.
wasn't a shitty tavern. It was in a shitty tavern, right? It was in like the
It
red
was a
light
little
district.
shitty of a tavern.
All's well that ends well, they say.
Right. We killed an assassin.
And thus,
Deal.
the session ends.
Nice.
Come back next week for more Odyssey Campaign!